Hey guys, I'm EJ and this is I'd Review That. For today's review, I've spared no expense. I've got a T-Rex. I'll say it again, I've got a T-Rex. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Alright, so it's not quite as cool as Jurassic Park, but it's also not filled with dinosaurs trying to kill you. Today, we're going to Dinosaur World in Cave City, Kentucky. So Dinosaur World in Kentucky is located right in between Louisville to the north and Nashville to the south, being about an hour and a half away from both. It's 15 minutes away from Mammoth Cave National Park, right off I-65 at exit 53. You can't miss it. They've got a big dinosaur right at the exit. And hold on to your butts, because Dinosaur World has several attractions. It has a dinosaur walk, a dino theater cave, boneyard, fossil dig, gem extraction, prehistoric museum, playground, and a gift shop. So the creators of Dinosaur World are some clever people. You have to enter and exit the park through the gift shop. And you also have to purchase all of your tickets through the gift shop as well, making sure you get maximum exposure to all the things you can purchase. After we bought our tickets and made our way through the rest of the gift shop, we decided to start with the main attraction, the Dinosaur Walk. Now this is another spot where you'll see how clever the creators of Dinosaur World really are. Most of the property is covered in woods, but instead of clearing out those woods to build out what they need, they actually use it to their advantage and use the woods as a backdrop for their dinosaur exhibits. And through the woods, they cut a path that's nice and wide, 6 to 10 feet, so that you'll have plenty of room to get by while other people are walking around as well. And the other cool thing is that on those nice, bright, sunny, hot days, like I went during the summer, it provides some nice shade and some cool, refreshing air as you're walking through. So one of the things you want to consider before you get to Dinosaur World is the type of shoe that you're going to wear. Now the path, it's not flat. You're actually kind of like on the side of the hill when you're going through Dinosaur World, so you're going to be walking down and walking up some inclines. They're not terribly steep, but you're going to want a good secure shoe that's not going to fall off your foot, so you want to wear a pair of sneakers or something like that. And the Dinosaur Trail is not just fun to walk through, it's also educational. As you'd expect with a name like Dinosaur Trail, it is packed with dinosaurs. It has Brachiosauruses, T-Rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, Velociraptors, and even woolly mammoths. Now, I don't even remember all of them, but they have a whole host more than what I just listed. And the other cool thing, the educational part, is each exhibit has a plaque that tells you something about that species. And there's two things that I want to make sure I mention. One is don't go to Dinosaur World expecting to have Jurassic Park quality dinosaurs. It's just not going to happen. What they do have, though, are some very nice representations of what most scientists think dinosaurs look like. The other thing, Dinosaur World unfortunately is located right next to I-65, as I mentioned. And because of that, you can hear the traffic driving by. It's not too bad, but it kind of takes away from that ambiance of being kind of immersed in a dinosaur world. So it's just one thing to kind of consider. It's not a huge problem, but it is one thing you'll notice while you're there. So as you come out of the Dino Trail, you're going to come right on the Dino Theater Cave. You can't miss it. There's a big pterodactyl or pteranodon sitting right on top. Now inside, it's playing the life of a dinosaur movie. The movie's pretty long, so we didn't watch the whole thing. The kids started getting a little antsy, and it wasn't that comfortable inside of the cave. There's not a whole lot of airflow, and even with the fan, really didn't help much. So we watched maybe 15-20 minutes of it, and then we decided to move on. So after we finished watching the movie, we let the kids go play on the playground, which is, of course, dino themed. They liked it. It was fun. The one thing I'll say is there's not any shade there. So we were there during the summer, so it gets pretty hot because the sun's just kind of beating down on you. They could really use a little bit more shade, but other than that, the kids really liked it. So after the playground, we went over to the prehistoric museum. Now the nice thing about that is it's indoors, it's cooled off, so it gives us a little bit of a break from the sun and the heat outside. So we went in, there's about 20, maybe 30 different displays they have there. The one thing to note is that most of the displays are replicas of fossils. Now it's still cool to see because you get a really nice representation of what they actually were, but if you're going there to expect the real deal, They just don't have a whole lot of them, but it's still nice to be able to see all those replicas and what they look like. And the package we bought included the fossil dig and the gem extraction. Unfortunately, we didn't do either one of those attractions. We didn't realize when we bought the package that those attractions are done at set times. So by the time we went over there, one was just ending and it was about an hour, hour and a half before the next one began. And since we already spent so much time there, we decided not to wait. But one of the things that the kids did do before we left that area was the boneyard dig. It's where you get to extract kind of a replica fossil of a full-size dinosaur from this kind of like gravelly, pebbly type material. So the kids went over there, did that for a little bit before we made our way back out through the gift shop. And just like with anything else, there's going to be good reviews and bad reviews. Now, some of the bad reviews said that it's a tourist trap, it's overpriced, underwhelming, the staff isn't friendly, and it really is just made for 4- and 5-year-old kids. And on the opposite side, there's people that really like it. There's some people that said it was fun and informative, it's educational, it's good for a 3 to 4 hour trip for the whole family, that the prices were fair, and that their kids really loved it. And as usual, I fall somewhere in between the negative and the positive reviews. I do think it's a little overpriced, but not overtly, and some of the attractions are underwhelming. But I also agree that it's informative, it's good for a nice day trip, and my kids and I had fun visiting. And now it's time to give my rating of Dinosaur World in Cave City, Kentucky. And for Dinosaur World, I'm going to give it an ostrich egg. Now, the ostrich egg is my middle rating. It's not bad, it's not good, it's neutral. Now, we did enjoy going there, but there's really nothing particularly that is making me want to go back. There's no desire to go back to this location. But what I will say is that Dinosaur World has at least 2 other locations, one in Texas and one in Florida. And I'm actually really close to the one in Florida, so we might visit that one just to kind of see how it's different from the Kentucky one. But like I said, there's really nothing drawing us to that one, especially since we don't live in the area. So I'm going to give it the ostrich egg. And once again, if you like the review, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to hear more reviews, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. And if you'd like me to review something, please send me a message. Now, other than that, that's all I've got. I'm EJ, and this is I'd Review That.